Hey, dudes, Carl here, Bohemian Nomad. Yep. Oh, went to sleep. It's my day off, so I can keep up with Tim. I think he's got, 9 or something I got to go through here. Thanks for all the birthday wishes. I'm 60. Woo! Gonna have big steak dinner. Gonna split a steak teriyaki. That's what we always do when we go to Alexander's. Anyway, happy Mother's Day to everybody. Anyway, let's get to it. Timbo, Crushing It for Christ, Part 2 came out before Part 1. It's 15 minutes. I might have these mixed up because I don't know how these videos came out. But here's your host, Sarasota Tim, coming to you from his Clubhouse. The Sarasota Tim Clubhouse. First was Tape Man. Yep, I might have messed these up like I said. He's got his receipt for his steak, so he's going to take his steak back to the... well, he's not taking the steak back. He's going to take his receipt back and say the steak was bad and he wants his money back. Tim's some special kind of dude. And when he bought the steak, it was like, it was discounted because it was getting old. So, you know, most of us would think you're taking it as is, but not the old Timster. No, he's going to want 100% of his money back. And then he went into his talk, and it was like Mother's Day, dads, coffee, some fat guy talking about a diet, and then he has an eyelash in his eye, and his back hurts, it's hot in the camper, too much air conditioning all day, on and on and on. And he's promising travel, but Tim, you're not going anywhere. You're not going to hook that camper up and go anywhere. And then he shows you the dead bugs again on the front of the camper that he says he's going to clean. But the dead bugs from last time are still there. Then he talks about listening to heavy metal. And then he's like, oh yeah, happy Mother's Day. So he did a little Mother's Day at the beginning and at the end. So I guess that's good. So at least 10 seconds of his video that said happy Mother's Day had something to do with mothers. Anyway. So, the second video was Happy Mother's Day. I don't know. Like I said, I might have got them mixed up. Don't worry about it. They're all the same. It was 15 minutes. Mike Farrell, number 1. Yep. And then Crushing It for Christ. This is a Crushing It for Christ video, and it's called Happy Mother's Day. So it's totally clickbait. And Tim loves the word eschew. He said it again. Eschew. Yeah. And then the rest is, and then that's it. That's really all there was for that, is Crushing It for Christ, you know, regular Tim stuff. But a good channel I've been watching and Tim's been keeping me from is The Rest is History. They're talking about Armstrong Custer and his whole life, and it was hilarious. These two guys, I think one guy from England, one guy from Scotland, and they just sit around and have a conversation about history on certain topics. I love it. It's awesome. I've been listening to that stuff a lot. Third was Scooter's Coffee, 7 minutes. Luke Poole was first. He's got to go back because he messed it up. But Tim's being the coffee review man. Tim drinks coffee. Tim hassles a worker, making him be nice to him. Blah, blah, blah. His coffee's hot. Anyway, that's that video. Then video number 4, 8 minutes. TRD. It's a Toyota Racing Development or something. I don't know. He washes the car twice because he's got the time to wash his car twice. But he doesn't have time after he washes his car to dry it off and do all that kind of stuff. He just has time twice a day to run through the tunnel. And then he had a microfiber towel in the car that looks just like the ones you use, that they let you use at the car place. So I wonder if he took the liberty of taking a microfiber towel with him. Who knows? His Honda's got 6,949 miles on it. Tim, where do you go all the time? You don't got anywhere to go. How do you put so many miles on your car? I don't know. And then he talks about an oil change and tire rotation. He admits he doesn't really know about oil changes and tire rotations. But he's going to tell the guys to do it a specific way because that's just the way he thinks it should be done. You know, if they know it should be done differently, who knows? Whatever. And then it's 82 degrees. at 6:30, so he can't go back to the camper yet because it won't cool. He's only got one air conditioner, so if it's above 80, his air conditioner won't cool that camper, and he knows it. So that's why he's got to drive around all day, because he doesn't have air conditioning. And he doesn't want to pay for running that air conditioning when it's 90 degrees. It costs a fortune. Yeah. And I heard it's go Leafs go. That's how they say it. Go Leafs go. We're 2-2 now. Bummer. So so the series is tied 2-2 for the Maple Leafs. So we're rooting for that. I got to watch some of the game last night. I was at my son's house for Mother's Day dinner. They had it late, so I could go. It was pretty cool. I put a video up about Hawk. So I got to watch some of the game last night. So that was cool. The stuff we have at home, I can't watch sports, but I don't really watch that many sports anyway. But it would have been nice to be able to watch that. Evening chat. We are in the clubhouse, the Tim Clubhouse. We're either in Tim's clubhouse or Tim's car. That's the only two places he films. I'm like one to talk because I'm here right here, but I don't know. I worked 4 days in a row, and I'm lazy, and it's my birthday, and I got lots of excuses too. Anyway, Richard Rafferty was first, and Bubba tells Tim, don't put trash in your car, dude. Put it on the hood. Bubba, good advice. Will Tim follow it? No, his trash is in his car. Anyway, he says he did 8,000 steps, and that's just like 10,000. You know, it's pretty close. That's 8,000 is good enough. We will call 8,000 10,000. Yeah. Then he shows us him putting his eye drops in. So, because he doesn't forget to take his eye drops. Dude, how can you forget to take your eye drops? You can't see every time you want to read something. You're like, oh, can you read that? Can you see that? Can you read that and tell me what it says? And then he goes on to this nostalgia shit. Oh, God, living in the past. I mean, whatever. You need to live in the moment. You need to enjoy the journey you're on. Be in the moment. Because that's where you're living in the moment. You can't live in the past. That's all gone. But anyway. And then he was just talking blah, 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 like I'm talking now. Talking to him, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden the video was over. And I'm like, what? Okay, I guess we're done. Yeah. So there we go with that one. Then we're doing a bike ride because we're 10 years old and we're going to ride around the block on our bike. That's okay. First was Bubba. Good job, Bubba. He's out in Montana, so Bubba's bored watching the old Timbo. And then we're driving 10 to 15 miles an hour on the sidewalk, whizzing by pedestrians. Yeah, I'm sure they love that. And then yesterday, Tim said he ate lunch. He had ribs because, you know, he's doing the Sarasota Tim 3,000 calories a day. How come I'm not losing weight? Who knows? And then he did a 2-mile electric bike ride, washed his car twice. You couldn't do all that stuff working your prison job. There's no way you could eat lunch, ride your bike around the block, and wash your car twice, in case you wanted to. There's no way you could do that with a prison job. You got to be retired like Timmy to do that. Yeah, got to be living the great Timmy life. All right, we're on to morning chat. 10 minutes. Joe Johnson, number 1. Bubba's in Montana at the Loves. I told you that. Angel Mission says, cream's okay, Timmy. You can have cream in your coffee. That's awesome, Angel Mission. And Z Carson tells Tim, no one likes a quitter, dude. So his intro's back. He's driving in the rain. Cowboy coffee's over. 2 days of cowboy coffee, it's over. We're putting cream in coffee forever. And we're not drinking dark roast. That's just too bitter. We got to have medium to light roast. And we got to have lots of cream in it because it's a coffee milkshake. Doing the damn nod. Talking about his diet. Again, he's going to go on a new diet. New diets. What was that? The one song, the Who song, Meet the New Boss. Same as the old boss. Yes, meet his new diet. Same as the old diet. Yeah. And then he talks about his big belly hanging over and hurting his back. He has back problems because he's got a big belly. Needs to lose weight. Going to go back to 4 cream coffees. Yep. And then Oh, and then he's going to pay from a stack of credit cards. Which one should I use? Oh, I'll use this one. It's a stack of credit cards like that thick. Yeah. Oh, and no pay it forward. No talk of paying it forward. No even thought of paying it forward at the McDonald's. No. Oh, and then he says eschew again. Achoo. Eschew. He loves the word eschew. He does. It's one of his favorite words. Now he's at Badass Coffee. The intro's back. Yeah, it's professional Timmy doing coffee reviews. First was Kathleen Cole. Yeah, and then it was $3.21 for a small coffee with lots of cream in it. The coffee milkshake. $3.21. Shoot, I could have a week of coffee for that much. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It wouldn't even matter how good it is. It's not going to be that much better. And then video 9, Foxtail Coffee. We're almost done here. It's 4 minutes, comments, Bella Holden #1. But there was no intro. What happened to Professional Tim Coffee Man? No intro. And then $3.41 for a small. And then Tim thinks powdered cream is better than liquid cream because he's the coffee expert. I don't know. Coffee's all about the price. And I don't know who you're fooling, but you're going to drink the coffee that's the cheapest. Anyway, that's all I got for you. I'm going to go to birthday dinner. I'll see what kind of content I can get for you there. But have a great day. Thanks for all the birthday wishes, and we'll see you in the next one. Boo! Yeah. He says goodbye too.
Well, hopefully, because I don't know when
We're filming, dude. Dude, we're filming. We're filming. Everybody wants to see you, Hockey. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Byron's
Yeah,
off.
buddy.
Never mind. Yes, they will have eaten before.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause I'm gonna feed them, then take Kia to Girl Scouts.
All right. Appreciate you. Love you. Thank you, and happy Mother's Day.